Yo, what's up, Scoop Nation? Welcome back to another video. Today we have Tien Shienhan. So we've been playing this, and some of you guys asked for it. So we're gonna go ahead and give you the run through. So this leader is still very competitive. It's really good, kind of slept on. So here we go. So auto. When this card attacks, draw one, then you can add up to one card from your life to your hand. So +2 right there, that's beautiful. And then right at the start, you can activate main and add up to one Chaozu card from your deck to your hand, and then negate the skill for the game. Then he has an awakening that you go ahead and untap one energy, and you play 3 multi-form tokens with 10,000 power, 0 combo cost, and 5,000 combo power. On the awakening, this guy is amazing because he does so much. When he attacks, you get to draw one, and then he gets +5 just for free. And then as long as you have your 3 multiform tokens or Tien Shienhan cards in play, you can choose one of your opponent's battle cards, their energy cost of 4 or less, and KO it, and then the card gets critical. So it'll be a 20k crit for free, and you just blew up a 4 or less. All just because the leader's awesome. You know what I'm saying? They blessed their boy Tien up over here. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get into the package. So the unison of choice in this deck is 4 of the SS Bardock Paternal Unison. So this guy, when he first came out, was like the best unison out of set 10, then progressively got worse because, Demigrod's the best green unison, and this guy, you summon him and he can die. But he just puts in so much work, and he's so good in this deck. So anyways, he has a +1 that you choose one of your green battle cards, their energy costs of 1, and KO it. If you do, your opponent chooses one card in their hand and discards it. So that's great right there, free hand destruction. And then he has an auto that when your opponent combos, you may place up to one card from their combo in his drop area. If you do, negate this skill for the turn. So that's one combo on your turn and your opponent's turn. So when you're swinging with these crits and stuff, they just got to eat them because they know that if they combo, you're just going to get rid of it. And it stops arrival stuff. It's just so good. So good. Even when they're trying to swing at the unison, if they swing at unison with the 10k and they try to combo, auto go ahead and get rid of that combo. So it rips so many extra cards out of their hand. So we're running 4 of. Then we'll get into stuff that plays off the unison. Of course, the counterplay has to be mandatory at 4. You try running it at 3 and then you just don't see it and you hate yourself. So 4 is where it needs to go because it's amazing. Then, what hand destruction deck would you be if you didn't run Fuse Zamasu? For 1 energy, you get rid of this, freeze off your field, and then now you have an indestructible 20k that every time he swings, your opponent gets rid of a card. And then the green staple, Dormant Potential Unleashed. Basically, it's getting worse, but it's still mandatory 4 of. Basically, your opponent swings, you get to blow up 2 or less worth of energy, so all those free tokens and stuff you can get rid of. And then you pitch a card, and then your opponent can only attack once more for the turn. We run Bulma because if you do not open up this guy in your hand, she's your turn 1 play because you need the unison. It's so key in this deck. Basically, she tops 5 for a Saiyan or our unison. And then she can also get blown up off the unison. This is the Chaozu we play. This is the Chaozu that we grab off the leader effect. If you remembered, off the activate main, you get to add a Chaozu. He's our target for the deck. He's amazing because when he gets KO'd, which this guy KOs, and KOing is also when he regular attack. When you block, the card's technically KO'd. You get to play 1 Tien Shienhan with energy cost of 3 from your deck, and then the card you play the skill can attack until the end of your next turn. That's okay. He's mostly there to apply more hand destruction, and then later on in the game, if anything, kill. So this is the Tien that we play. It's a mandatory 3. You'll be probably charging some of these guys or comboing them away. Then we run 4. Again, another charge target, but at the end of the game, when you get this guy off, it's game. Your opponent has to rip 3 cards out of their hand. It would be so good if you could choose, but it's alright. We rip all the cards from their hand that they only have 3 cards to choose anyways. And the most busted card in this whole deck. I know, people, it doesn't look like much. Trust me, when I saw it too, I was like, this is nothing, right? Basically, why you don't see this card probably more is because it's leader locked, or at least to a world tournament leader. But basically, for 1 energy, you go ahead and get rid of a card out of your opponent's hand. Like, amazing, right? And then you go ahead, use your unison effect, +1, make them get rid of another card. So for 1 energy, you're getting rid of 2 cards. It's very, very busted. Because this guy makes sure your opponent gets down to less than 5 in hand. So you get him down to 4, then the unison gets him down to 3, then the Zamasu to 2, and it's just so easy from there. Because then when you swing, everything's crit. Of course, we have to play play-by-play, because, you know, you're running a world tournament leader, want to run one of the best world tournament cards. So he says when you have 2 other world tournament cards in play, you can draw 2 cards. So basically how I always do this is I'll have Tien, right? Because you'll blow up the blocker, play your Tien. Your Tien has barrier. This guy's chilling on the field. No one's going to really blow him up. Then you go ahead and you play your 1 drop, make your opponent drop a card, and then you go ahead and +2 cards. So it's a very good system. I like it. So 4 of, plus it's a negate, you know, never go wrong with the 1-cost negate. Then we run some of the new package. We run 3 of the Son Goku long-awaited rematch. So he has a barrier and a skill that for 1 energy, if you have a green card in play, you can play this card from your hand and add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. And then he also can get triple strike when you get Tien Shienhan, the long-awaited rematch in play, and it gets 10,000 power also. And no, that's not this Tien. This is Tien trading moves. God, that would have been so good. Imagine if that was the card. But the Tien that we need to play is this one, long-awaited rematch. We run him at 3. He's a double striker, and that when he's played, you choose all of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 5 or less and KO them. So amazing if your opponent's trying to do some like wide strat on you, that they're like, all right, I can't keep the cards in my hand, let's play them. So for 1 energy and then 2, so a total of 3 energy, you get a triple striker 25k and a double striker 20k that nuked your opponent's whole field. So I honestly don't play this package that much because the deck does such a good job hand destructioning that, you know, you don't usually have to worry about the field, but it's in there just in case. And then we run 4 of the Vegeta the Lone Prince, the only super combo that on play your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and discards it. This is so nasty at the end when your opponent's down to like 2-3 cards and you just tap 2, make your opponent get rid of their last 2 cards. And then you have super combos to kill them on the crit swings. So good. Then we run 2 of the Son Goku Power of Legend. Honestly might up it to 3, but god, that +0 combo just sucks, you know? But the activate main to warp something on your opponent's field 4 or less just comes in handy so much. Like sometimes I'll swing, crit them, then activate main, blow it up, then make them drop a card, play another one, because he's unique. So as long as you get him off the field, you can play another one. Then we run Dark Temptation Toa, yes. So she overwhelms for only 3, and then you get to make your opponent discard a card, and then your leader gets +5. So now your leader's a 25k crit. Then we run Belmod. So just at the end when you want to push for that last little bit of extra heat, he's a 20k, you know, hitter with blocker, but you know, I mean, if you need to survive, you got like Dormant and Belmont on the field, you're good for the turn. And then last but not least, we run Heroine's Lineage, because we just want to always have like something, because you're going to kill real quick. Like this is a turn 3, turn 4 deck kill, so you don't have time to like pay 5 energy for like a SCR or whatever. So this is good. 1 energy, you steal your opponent's card. It's great. You're ripping all the cards out of their hand. You might as well steal cards from them too. So I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. Leave a like and subscribe and comment and let us know what you want to see on the next one. Peace.
I'm just gonna work, that is my motive. I'm not gonna stop, this is my moment. I'm not gonna quit, that is a weakness. I'm just gonna execute, that is my purpose. I speak with attitude, hard cause the feeling I